Shortly before midnight on September 7th, 1996, they rushed Tupac to UMC Trauma Center here in Las Vegas, Nevada, after suffering 4 gunshot wounds after being shot in his black BMW just minutes from the Las Vegas Strip on Flamingo and Koval Lane. Tupac remained here at UMC's Trauma Center until September 13th, 1996, when he succumbed to his injuries and died. All right, so the time is around 11:10, 11:15, September 7th, 1996. Tupac and Suge Knight, they have turned east on Flamingo Road, heading towards Suge Knight's Club 662, which is located at I don't remember the address, but they were heading to Club 662, which was a nightclub owned by Suge Knight, and they were in the center lane. And they came up to this intersection right here. This is the intersection Flamingo and Koval Lane. This is where the white Cadillac pulled up and opened fire. It fired 13 shots into the passenger side of the BMW that Suge Knight was driving. So there's Koval. And the hell? Oh, the glare. Anyway, it's Koval Lane in Flamingo. And this is where it becomes questionable. We're going to explore both routes that were taken. So the first route we're going to go is we're going to act like the shots rang out and Suge Knight kept going towards Club 662, which was the initial plan, which he should have done. He lived in Las Vegas. He played for the UNLV Rebels. So he knew that just a 5-minute walk down the road, a 1-minute drive from Club 662 was Desert Springs Hospital, which has been there since 1971. So I'm going to show you the route that they would have taken. Club 662 is no longer here. The building is there. It switched owners a few times. It's now called Hamburger Mary's. Desert Springs Hospital is still there, which I will show you. And I forgot to mention the time of the actual shooting was 11:15 p.m. Alright, so the shooting just happened, and like I said, let's just imagine that Suge Knight would have kept driving down Flamingo Road, heading towards Club 662, which was their destination, September 7th, 1996. Still heading down East Flamingo Road, heading towards Club 662. We're still continuing down Flamingo Road. It's taken us a little longer than it would have taken Suge Knight that night, considering when when the vehicles hit, Suge Knight flipped a U-turn and headed back towards Las Vegas Boulevard. He did not wait at any lights. He ran every light. So he would have been able to, he would have been able to get there quicker than we are. And Suge Knight would have had to have known. I mean, UNLV is not that far from Desert Springs Hospital. UNLV is not really that far from Club 662. This fucking slowest driver on the planet. Fucking asshole. Fucker. Oh my god. Are you fucking serious, you fucking bitch? Alright. so said, imagine we're Suge. We're flying down East Flamingo Road. We passed Swenson. We just passed Maryland Parkway. We're hitting another green light. Like I said, green lights wouldn't have mattered for Suge Knight because he was blowing through red lights. Okay, so now you can see that purple right there. See the purple? It says Hamburger Mary's there on the left side. So that's where Club 662 was. That's where they were heading. So if they would have continued to Club 662 on the left, on the right, you can barely see the writing right there, where you can see the sign right there. Desert Springs Hospital. You know, not even a minute down the road from where Club 662 was in September 7th, 1996. So that's why it's questionable. But let's go back to Flamingo and Koval Lane and see the route Suge Knight took instead. All right, so here we are. I'm actually here the day before the 25th anniversary of the shooting of Tupac Shakur here in Las Vegas, and I am back here at Flamingo and Koval Lane. There's the infamous pole with the messages to Pac. This is Flamingo and Koval Lane. The BMW Suge was driving was just like 1 or 2 lanes over, and when they got shot, like you saw in my previous video, if they would have kept going straight, if Suge Knight would have kept going straight towards Club 662 was right across the street from Desert Springs Hospital. But instead, what did Suge Knight do when he got shot? Well, when him and Tupac both got shot, he flipped a U-turn on Flamingo Road at Koval, which we're about to do, and I'm going to show you the exact route that Suge Knight took, and which is why some people believe that Suge Knight had something to do with it, because Suge Knight played college football here. Like I said, he owned Club 662. He knew, you know, his way around. I'm sure he realized there was a hospital right across the street from his nightclub, and but like I said, he instead flipped a U-turn here at Koval. Hopefully I can do it in this big ass truck, because as you can tell, I'm driving my truck in this, not the SUV I was driving before. So he flipped the U-turn there at Flamingo at Koval, headed westbound on Flamingo Road back towards Las Vegas Boulevard, and all this stuff you know, looks completely different from that night. Back to the right there is now the Westin. Now back then it was the Maxim Hotel. Bally's was there, Flamingo was there, of course, and you can see right up there Dre's nightclub right there, and you can see the sign. That's the Cromwell. Back then that was either Bill's Gambling Hall or Barbary Coast. I cannot remember for sure. It's been through a few changes. Cromwell, they gutted what was Bill's Gambling Hall, turned it into Cromwell, so it's completely different right there. I'm sure the medians over here have been redone since then. But yeah, just a little bit of traffic today. Very hot day in Vegas today, the day before the 25th anniversary of the death of Tupac. 114 degrees outside right now. It's a fucking scorcher. I was gonna do this. Well, actually, when I originally made this video, the other parts of this video was maybe like 2 years ago, and I thought I finished it and had it in the can. But when I went back through it, I realized I forgot to show you where Suge actually drove to. That's why I decided to do it right now. Just funny, it's the day right before, you know, Tupac got shot. This is September 6th I'm doing this. He got shot tomorrow, September 7th, 25 years ago. Okay, so this traffic would hurry up. So like I said, going back to that night, Suge Knight flipped the U-turn at Koval after him and Tupac got shot. They drove westbound on Flamingo Road, and he was flying down this road. According to stuff I read in books and stuff like that, he was blowing lights. He did not stop for anything. Might have just been panic. You never know. I mean, you know, who knows how you're going to react when, you know, you just got shot, especially in the head like Suge did, and, you know, his friend Tupac Shakur was in the car next to him, you know, clinging to life. Oh, fuck. I was hoping to make it through this light. So back in 96, right there, Bellagio was not there. Bellagio was being built. Bellagio opened in 98. All this shit right here was not there. That is the, the mall out in front of Bally's. I forget what it's called. Oh, the Grand Bazaar shops or something like that. So like I said, this whole road right here looked different. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so they continued down west. They continued westbound on Flamingo Road. Like I said, heading towards Las Vegas Boulevard. I can't remember if at this point the BMW already had flat tires. I can't remember if back at when he flipped the U-turn at Koval is when he jumped the median and popped the some of the tires on the BMW, or if he popped the tires before the police pulled him over on Las Vegas Boulevard. But Caesars was there at this corner. Did not have even close to that many towers back in 1996. Like I said, Bellagio wasn't there. Cosmo wasn't there. What the fuck was that? That was, but yeah, like I said, this intersection looked completely different. They didn't have pedestrian bridges in 96. That pedestrian bridge, that one over there, no pedestrian bridge. I wonder what the hell that was. Anyway, so like I said, according to what I've read, Suge Knight did not stop at this light like I just did. He blew through this light as well. Come on, damn light. Said I wanted to do this at night. I'm busy later, so I can't finish. I wanted to get this out before, on the day of the 25th anniversary of the, you know, the shooting of Tupac. Okay, so light's about to turn green. So Suge Knight, westbound on Flamingo, hangs a left going southbound on Las Vegas Boulevard, back towards MGM Grand. Like I said, Paris wasn't there right there. No Bellagio, no Cosmopolitan. Planet Hollywood wasn't there. I believe at the time it was still the Aladdin. So he continues southbound on Las Vegas Boulevard. Aria wasn't there either. Continued southbound on Las Vegas Boulevard. And I really can't find like any information on the exact spot. But while flying down Las Vegas Boulevard, you know, the car's full of bullet holes. Like I said, I can't remember if the tires were flat already. They fly through the intersection, southbound Las Vegas Boulevard, just past Harmon. And if you've been to Vegas before, they got pulled over in this area right here. Somewhere out here in front of the Aria, either before or after this light. Because if you look in the pictures from that night, which I tried to look for some, I was going to put them in the video, that have MGM in the background, because I remember seeing pictures and seeing the green MGM in the background. Pictures I saw, you couldn't see it, but I remember pictures from that night you could. So it was generally about around this area at Aria Place, around Aria Place and Las Vegas Boulevard. So, but yeah, so that's the route Suge took. Suge went the complete opposite direction. You know, he should have continued straight. Club 662 would have approached, you know, and been able to pull into Desert Springs Hospital. And who knows, you know, maybe Tupac would have survived. I mean, who knows? Hindsight's 20/20, right? But anyway, that's my video. Like I said, one day before the 25th anniversary of the death of Tupac. September 7th, 1996. Rest in peace, Tupac. I'm a huge Tupac fan. I read tons of books, tons of articles. I have all of his albums, love them all. I'm sure there'll be people out there tomorrow with candles like there always is. The anniversary of his death, the anniversary of the shooting. September 7th, 1996. He died September 13th, 1996 at UMC Hospital. So yeah, thanks for watching all my videos. Thanks for all likes, comments, subs. And as always, bye for now.
Every other video, no matter where I go.